Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I am going to do your December the 31st, just for today, in a meditation. And I am so excited. It is the last day of the year, and we are still together. And I think that is totally, totally amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and get into that meditation. I am brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our Hood Recovery Services. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. I haven't heard from anyone lately, so I know that the comments below are working, but if you need to do any kind of work on your step work or have a question about it, reach out to me in that email. That would be amazing. Okay, being of service. The title of the meditation is Being of Service. Working with others is only the beginning of service work. That is taken from the basic text, page 59. We're in recovery now. Through living the program, we've attained some stability in our lives. Our faith in a higher power has grown. Our individual spiritual awakening is progressing comfortably. So now what? Do we simply sit still and enjoy? Of course not. We find a way to be of service. We tend to think of service only in terms of committee service or holding a position at some level, but service goes far beyond this understanding. In fact, we can find opportunities to be of service in nearly every area of our lives. Our jobs are a form of service to our communities, no matter what our occupation. The work we do in our homes serves our families. Perhaps we do volunteer in our communities. What a difference our service efforts make. If we doubt this, we can just imagine what the world would be like if no one bothered to be of service to others. Our work serves humanity. The message we carry goes beyond the rooms of recovery, affecting everything we do. Just for today, I will look for opportunities to be of service in everything I do. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Being of service within Narcotics Anonymous is sweet all by itself. I love it. It allows me to defocus off of myself and focus on that loving, giving part of myself. What I mean is my character defects aren't so obvious when I'm in service work. Not that they're not there, and can kind of peep their little heads up during doing service work, right? But for the most part, when I'm doing service work for Narcotics Anonymous, I am about attraction. How can I do service work with a smile, in a pleasant manner, in a proper manner, that is going to be an attraction to not only the people that are there, right? But those individuals that are coming along that are new. However, I think I said this before a couple months ago. The level of service work that I have been able to do, honored to do, privileged to do in Narcotics Anonymous really set me up to do other things in the community. And those other things that I do in the community are also service work. And I will continue to do those things because they mean the world to me, but they also benefit other people. But if I had not had the preparation of Narcotics Anonymous, now I'm talking about after I lost my social skills as a result of using drugs, because I was raised in a manner that was very strict, very proper, that taught me to care about other people. But when my disease of addiction took over, I became less and less and less concerned about other people. So now I'm talking about after the drugs. Narcotics Anonymous taught me, especially through the traditions and the 12 concepts of service, taught me how to be able to give of myself without expecting anything in return. It also, within the meetings, gave me an opportunity to chair, learn about being a treasurer, different things like that, right? So it helped me. A lot of people don't believe that the work that they do in the community or the jobs that they have are very comparable to service work. They're all a form of service work. And I think, I think that NA has spoiled me, right? Because I have come to understand that it's a privilege, it's an honor to be able to do service work. And when you carry that over into the work that you do, your job, your career, it just makes everything better. And so when I go out into my community and say, maybe I go to the grocery store or I need to shop for some clothing, I have this standard in my head that this should be excellent service, because that's what I've gotten used to in Narcotics Anonymous is excellent service. And in reality, some of those people that work those jobs, they're high, they're angry because they want the next one. Other people haven't shown up because they're too high to be able to get up to come to work. So they're angry about having to be there, filling in the gap for someone else that is supposed to help them carry the weight of a job. But Narcotics Anonymous has spoiled me because I have a high expectation about the quality of service, because you guys taught me to give quality service. I want you thinking today, as you wrap up your last day of this year, I want you thinking about how you can take the lessons you've learned about service, especially in these last few years with the pandemic. We've changed the way that we do service, but the way that we do service reaches far more individuals than we ever have. I want you to think about going into the next year with a service commitment, not just in Narcotics Anonymous, but in your community that you live. There's some agency, probably some 501c3, some agency that needs volunteers this next year. I want you to think about giving them 1 or 2 hours and let me know what you decided upon and how you're going to go about it. I want for you to have the most beautiful last day of the year that you've ever had. Do you know that this is the only December 31st that you're ever going to have like this? So I want for you to go out there and make it the most beautiful day. Be the most positive individual that anyone has encountered, even with your pain, even with your troubles. Become vulnerable. Be willing to disclose your experience, strength, and hope as a form of service to other individuals so that they know that there's no discrimination in recovery. If you can do it, they can do it. You are in the flow of the stream, so let's get out there and do something mighty, because that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we can do, and that's what we get to do. My name is Mighty Stream, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.